Good morning Year 3, it's Tuesday the 19th of May and today's learning objective in maths is I can compare maths. So today we're going to be predicting, estimating, we're going to be ordering, we're going to be weighing and able to be able to find the mass of each object. Now after yesterday's lesson, I wonder how many of you went and had a look in your kitchen cupboards and looked at what the mass of objects were. So I've just got a range from my store cupboard at the moment. And it's really interesting if you have a look just through your kitchen cupboards and try and find what the mass is printed on the label of each of your food products. So many food products that are in packaging will all have the printed mass of the product on. Okay, now can you remember how many grams were in a kilogram? How many grams were in a kilogram? That's right, 1,000. Well done, well remembered. Okay, so if we just had these items here, very simply, I just want you to order them in ascending order. So from the lightest product all the way up to the heaviest product. So very quickly in your head, or say it out loud, can you quickly order my products for me in ascending order? Okay, have you got that right? So the yogurt at 85 grams. We've then got the peanut butter at 225 grams. Then got the canned chickpeas at 400 grams. Now it says drained weight is 240 grams, but that's in the can at the moment with the chickpeas and the water, it comes to 400 grams. So that one's next. We've then got the risotto rice at 500 grams, and then double that weight, double that mass, sorry, is the porridge oats at 1 kilogram, which is 1,000 grams. Okay, before we get on to the next section, I would just like you to go around your house and find 5 objects, please, of varying degrees of mass. So, I don't want you to weigh them just yet, and I don't want you to get any food items that have got the mass already printed on the packaging. So go and get 5, any items from around your house, and bring them back before you play the next section. Once you have your 5 objects in front of you, I'd like you to put them in order from what you predict they are, from lightest to the heaviest. Then I'd like you to estimate the actual weight of it. So hold them in your hands, compare them against each other to order them in what you think is the lightest all the way through to the heaviest. And then have a go at estimating their mass, and write it down maybe on a post-it note if you have one in front of them. So on mine, I'm estimating that the duck is the lightest at 20 grams. My knife is 100 grams. The onion is 150. My book is 200. And my potato is 300 grams. So just have a go at estimating the mass of your objects. Once you've made your predictions, then I would like you to go and get your scales again, and you are going to weigh your objects to find what the mass is and see how correct your predictions were. Okay, so first I'm going to weigh my duck, and I predicted he was going to weigh 20 grams. You remember that these increments on my scales went up in 25 grams, so you're going to remind yourself of the increments that your scales go up. And I can read on my scales, it's 0, 25 grams, 50 grams, 75 grams. So it wasn't the best estimate there. Okay, let's see how I got on with the other ones. Okay, the second one was a knife. Now I predicted it was going to weigh 100 grams. And oh look, spot on, 100 grams, brilliant. And then my onion, I said was going to be 150 grams. And again, I have got that spot on. That is brilliant. I'm obviously getting quite good at handling my objects here. The book, now I've said was 200 grams. Let's see. Oh, I was a bit out there. Can anyone read that mass for me? How much does that book weigh? Okay, that's 300 grams. So 100 grams out there. And then I'm just going to weigh the potato. I said it was 300 grams, and actually it's just a bit less. So it's 275 grams. Obviously, if you don't have one of these scales, you can still use your digital scales instead. It's still going to give you the correct weighing, the correct mass, I'm sorry. And the idea is that you've estimated beforehand anyway. You're estimating because we're comparing. So if you've only got digital scales, you can do the same activity using your digital scales. As our learning objective suggested, we're going to now compare some objects and the mass of 2 objects. So our duck weighed 75 grams and our knife weighed 100 grams. So using the greater than, less than symbol or equal symbol, I want you to compare two objects. So the duck weighed less than 100 grams. The duck weighed less than the knife. 150 grams is more or less than 100 grams. So the onion, was that more or less than the knife? 150 grams is greater than 100 grams, and 100 grams is less than 150 grams. Okay, the book was 300 grams and the onion was 150 grams. So the book at 300 grams, was that greater or less than 150 grams? Which symbol would you use to compare these two? 300 grams is greater, it's got the wider section, is greater than 150 grams, which has got the point. 150 grams is less than 300 grams. Okay, can you take two of your objects and compare them using the greater and less than symbols? Do this a couple of times until you get the hang of it, and then move on to the do it and twist it sheets that are also on the website. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.